Hello, this is Truman, and welcome again to a great verse for today. Does Jesus teach us that we should hate our father and mother, our wife, our husband, our children, our brothers and sisters? Well, the verse we look at today, some have misquoted it, misunderstood it. It's Luke chapter 14, verse 26. Jesus said, "If anyone comes to me and does not hate his father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, yes, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple." Now, one of the principles of interpretation is this, that we know that God never contradicts himself. And so when we see the mass of Scripture teaching one truth and one verse seeming to contradict it, we have to see how it fits in to God's proper interpretation. Now, what is the proper interpretation of that verse? Well, the Lord tells us in Ephesians 5 that husbands should love their wives as Christ loved the church, sacrificially, not hate their wives. The Scripture tells us that we should honor our father and mother, not dishonor them or hate them. So if we look at Jesus' words in Matthew 10, verse 37, he says this, "He who loves his father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he who loves his son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that does not take his cross and follow me is not worthy of me." And so this word hate is a word that's used in a comparative sense. That is, God is saying, in your human relationships, you should love people. But you should also, in your relationship with God, you should love God first. Love God the best. Love God the most. In fact, the best way that you can love your wife is by loving Jesus. Early in our marriage, I looked at my life and I said, I still have so much self in my life. And when you love self, it's hard to love your wife. It's hard to love others. But then I had revival, and I found myself loving Jesus more and more. And there was a direct relationship. The more I loved Jesus, the more I loved my wife. And the more I loved Jesus, the more I loved other people. And so here's the principle. If you want to love your wife more, love Jesus best. If you want to love your husband more, love Jesus the best. In fact, the greatest thing you can do for your family is to love Jesus above all. When you love Jesus above all, what happens is then you're able to die to yourself. You love yourself less. And loving self is the great hindrance to relationships. And then you begin to love others as God would have you love them. So God is not teaching us to hate. He's teaching us to love more. Love Jesus more, and you'll love others more. God bless you with another great verse for today.